Hi everyone, I'm Dr. James Matthew. Welcome to my channel Sai Vision. Today I have come with a topic called corrective methods. What is corrective method and how to use it? Behavior learning methods are methods that we use to help somebody, whether it is an animal or human being, to learn something new. Whereas corrective methods, it is to correct a certain behavior, to shape certain behavior, to rectify certain behaviors. When we talk about corrective methods, there are two things that we must always keep in mind. First, use the corrective method at the right time, at the right place. Second, use the corrective method with an adequate emotion, adequate intensity, adequate expression. Here in this video, I am presenting a Doberman puppy that's almost 3.5 to 4 months old puppy. I'm just giving him obedience training, basic obedience. So in the basic obedience, the puppy must obey the commands. So in this video, I'm just giving the puppy the commands: sit, down, and stand. These three commands. What my expectation as an animal behavioralist is, the puppy must obey my command. Here in this video, you will find at a juncture of time that the puppy does not tend to show that he does not listen to my command. He just ignores my command. He just pretends as if he has not heard my command, which is not actually recommended, or which I do not want. So here I use a particular corrective method which is negative in its sense. But you will see in the video, after using that particular corrective method, how the puppy corrects himself, and how his behaviors become better in a more appropriate way, which I want, and in the consecutive commanding sessions. Here in this video, you can see I have put a leash around the neck of the puppy, and this is what my control over the puppy. And I initially helped him how to sit and how to stand and how to down, all these three commands. And initially, with all the commands, I used to help gradually. I used to lift, I used to support with this leash. But even though he knows what exactly is meant by sit, what exactly meant by down, and what he's supposed to do when I say command down, he, in spite of that, he tries not to obey that. He just skips the game. He just ignores my command. There I use the corrective method, which to correct that particular unwanted behavior, that behavior which I do not want in the puppy. So I just use the corrective method. Then the puppy learns, and thereafter he does it better or in an excellent way. One thing, we must be very careful when we are dealing with human beings or with animals. When we use the corrective methods, the corrective methods application is not to express our frustration. It is not an occasion to express all our anger, all our enmity towards that. It is not. So how it becomes corrective methods It's like we use that method, and the particular animal or the human, he learns it from it, he rectifies it. But if we are using if we are using this technique to let our frustrations go, then the animal or the human, they become confused, they become, shut down, their learning system gets shut down, they do not learn that point of time. Then we may have to give a break in the case of animal for 24 hours. Then he comes back to normal life, the normal psychological status. Then we will do the next sessions thereafter. So we must be very careful not to, the corrective method is not to show our power on the animal. It is not to show our power on our children. It is just using it very sensibly, with a very peaceful mind, only with the purpose of teaching, correcting that particular behavior. Down, good. Sit. Yes. Super. Sit. Down. Sit. 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 Yes. Yeah. Down. Down. Stand. Sit. Good. Down. Hey. Down. Down. Yes. Down. Yes. Stand. Yes. Down. Good. Stand. Yes. Sit. Sit. Yes. Down. Down. Yeah. Stand. Yes. Sit. In this video, I also show the same puppy how to heel walk. Heel walk in the sense, we put the leash on the puppy, and the puppy is supposed to walk by our left side or just close to our heel. So, what my expectation is, the puppy should not go forward before me. The puppy should not be behind me. The puppy should not go away from me. It should be close to my left heel, and it should not make a round around me and pull the leash and I happen to fall down. It is not. It is unwanted behavior which I do not want, and the puppy should walk properly. You can find that in some instances I use some corrective methods, but the puppy does not learn from it. It is because it is not used in the right intensity, in the adequate intensity. And later you will find, I will mention it during that video, and I use it in the adequate intensity with the right expression, with the adequate emotion. Then the puppy learns it. Thereafter, there is a drastic change in his behavior. You can notice it. No. Good. Yeah. Focus. Good. Good. Yeah. Focus. Good. Hey. Good. Yes. Focus. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Right. Yes. Focus. Good. Yeah. Good. Focus. Yeah. Yeah. Good boy. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Focus. Good. 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 Very good. Yeah. Focus. Yeah. Focus. 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 Yeah. Focus. Yeah. No. Focus. 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 Yeah. Focus. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah. 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 Yes. 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 Good. Good boy. Focus. Good. No. Yeah. Good. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yes. Good. Hmm. Yes. Yes. Good. 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 No. Yes. Focus. Good. Hmm. Good. 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 Very good. Super. 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 Hey. Super. Yes. In the case of human beings, we use corrective methods depending upon their age group. You might have heard about the Swiss psychologist Jean Piaget. Uh, he developed cognitive developmental theories. There are different stages of cognitive development. His famous theory called object permanence. Object permanence is nothing but out of sight is out of mind. So when we show a particular toy to our boy and say just roam around, okay, it's gone, then the boy will look in the air and say where it is. Then we say it's gone. Oh, it is gone. They believe it because they don't see it. The object does not have access to any of that boy's senses. So the boy thinks that it's not existing, out of sense, out of existence. So after 1 year, at 1 year and after later, if we are showing this kind of game to a boy or a girl, just gone, they will look all around. They may not say that it is in your hand or it has gone away. They neither say, but they have some confusion. No, it must be somewhere here. They will look all around, and finally they may also come behind you and check your hand, and they will find it out, because they know, even though it is out of their sense contact, the object exists in the world. Why I spoke about object permanence in this particular context is when we use corrective methods to children 1 year around, we must use the correction to a particular behavior, an unwanted behavior, a maladaptive behavior, immediately after the performance of that particular behavior. Why? It is because the child should be able to, the child should be able to connect that particular correction method with the performed activity. If there is a delay, if there is a long gap between the performed behavior and the correction given, the child will not be able to connect. For example, a boy, he has broken a glass. Then the mother says, let his father come. Okay, when your father come, I will tell him, and you just wait and see how he is going to deal with you. He will be very harsh with you. The child will be quite anxious. But it does not stay in his mind. He plays all around, walks all around until the mother keeps on screwing. Okay. He will be playing, and when his father comes, he will go run towards his father and hug him and make him happy and all these things. Suppose the mother calls his father during this gap, and that your son has broken this particular kind of thing, and father gets angry. He comes back home and gives a scolding to the boy or a spank to the boy. And the boy will say, what happened to this man? He was all right when he went away. Now he came back and started beating me, because the child is not able to connect the activity, the unwanted behavior he did in the morning, and he got a correction method in the evening. It will be okay if the boy is grown up, some 8-year, 9-year, 10-year-old boy. He will be able to connect a particular performed unwanted behavior and the correction method, behavior that has been performed a day back or a week back or a month back, no issue. He will be able to connect it and he will be able to learn it. Same way, as I said in the case of corrective methods in animals training, we must also be very careful in corrective methods using in humans. Many people, many parents use corrective methods to express their frustration, because we might be knowing there are many single parent children, and they have a lot of frustration. Just for an example, I am saying they have a lot of frustrations in life, frustration from the society, frustration within their family life, all this kind of thing. So when something goes wrong caused by their children, they become very furious and shout, they keep beating, they yell at the children. It is not at the proportional level. Maybe the boy has broken a glass. While playing, he might have broke the television unknowingly. But the scolding, the corrective method, the punishment that's given is not proportionate. It is so overwhelming. So the boy gets anxious. The boy gets confused. He does not learn. Rather, he becomes anxious and he becomes confused. Later, every time he gets scolded, he gets the spanks and he gets a lot of punishments. He is confused. What is right? What is wrong? And he will have performance anxiety. When he does something, he will think twice, am I doing the right thing? Or will I get a scolding? or will I be corrected later? He will be so anxious because it is not in a proportionate, in a lovely manner. Every proportionate correction is a very lovely manner. It's actually a learning process. In the case of human, the first thing I said, two things to keep in mind when we use corrective methods. First is correction at the right time. I said the smaller age and the higher age, the time between the behavior and the corrective methods, the time is very important. Second thing is place. In the case of human, place is very important. If it is a small child, you just give a scolding in the public, doesn't mind much, okay, because the ego is just developing, okay. Ego is developing. He yearns some self-respect, a self-image of himself as he grows. And what if in a public he just scolded for a very minute things, or in a simple things, and the boy or girl gets so embarrassed, he finds it very difficult to hold. So that should never be done. It is a rule that everyone must practice within ourselves, in the family. The rule is that reprimand a person privately and appreciate the person publicly. That means if somebody does something good, performs very well, and we must not call that person, yes, very good, very good. No, we must take the person to the public and appreciate you. You've done wonderful thing. You're great. We must appreciate in the public. But if it is a wrong thing performed in the public, if it is an unwanted behavior performed in the public, just to call him privately and say, no, this is not good, not publicly, personally, so that he learns. It does not hurt his ego. It does not hurt his. It does not break his public image. And second thing, when we deal with human beings, use this corrective technique in adequate intensity, adequate expression, adequate emotion. For example, my son, he comes to take my phone. He says, Papa, I want your phone. Then I said, no, it is my personal phone. And the children are not supposed to play with mobile phones. You have your TV, television. You can just go and watch movies or cartoons, whatever you want, but not my phone. It's my personal thing. Papa, I want, please, I want to see one cartoon and I will give you. He will start playing. Okay. Then another game that people do, the children do is, Papa, yesterday I helped you in that kind of things, you can, so you must give me your phone. He does do a lot of things. Okay. Then third thing the children will do, if you want me to eat my lunch, you must give me your phone. They play a lot of games. Then what some parents do is that, no, I can't give you. Then mommy, give me. No, go man, no. Mommy, please, mommy. Then mommy gets so irritated, or papa gets so irritated. Go and watch, and after 5 minutes you must return it. What happens here? Here the boy learns that if he keeps on nagging, if he keeps on irritating his father, mother, finally they will be granted what they want. This is how we develop nagging, irritating personalities. These personalities are manufactured in our own home. So in this case, how we can correct the boy? He comes and asks my mobile. Then I say, no, I give the reason why I don't give, because he must know it. This is personal mobile. Children are not supposed to play with the mobiles. It is not good, and your eyes will have issues. And my personal contacts are there, and the messages will go to unwantedly to many people. That will I will have a headache later. So I cannot give you. You can, and you must also give the alternative. You can go and watch the television. You can engage yourself. There is cartoon. Then they say, no, papa. Then what should I do? No, I cannot give. once again. Again is, no, I cannot give you. Third time again is it. Again he say third time, Papa, please, please, please. I say, no, I cannot give you. Go. My emotion, my sound, and the intensity I use in a loud voice. So the child gets started. Okay. Then he stops it. Then he goes. Next time he comes with another request. And if I am not able to give, I must use the same thing. Then what the child learns? The child learns that, I can ask the Papa. If he wants to give, he will give. If he says no, his no is no. Okay, his no is not yes. His no is a big no. So that's how children learn. Another technique that we can use in human is ignorance. Let him ask for my mobile. He will be keep on asking, keep on asking, keep on asking. Just ignore it. Don't mind if you have that calm mind. Very many of us do not have that calm mind. We get irritated with a repeated request. That is what happens. So if you have a good mind, a peaceful mind, if you are able to be in control of yourself, just ignore it. Let him keep on asking, then you will know there is no use of. After repeated attempts, he will learn that there is no question of, keep on asking, just getting tired of asking. No use. Once he said no, it's a no. He will understand. Another rule that we must keep in mind when we are dealing with human beings, like if our children come and ask you something, some favor, some request, if you are able to give that, say, I will give you, and you give to him. And if you don't want to give, if you cannot afford, you just say no, and that no is no forever.